if you are dealing with a loved one in the throes of addiction or have ever dealt with that in the past, you know that there comes a time when things get way out of control and you realize that it is time for you to make a move. The way I see it, you only have 3 options. If this is your first time here, my name is Betsy Wessinger, and I survived, me and my daughter survived her 5-year opioid addiction, and my experience makes me an expert. I have also completed all of the addiction family coaching classes that are available to me out there. I want to share with you what I have learned in hopes of breaking the stigma that surrounds addiction so that more individuals and families can survive this deadly disease and have a happy ending to their story like mine. Keep watching until the end, because I am going to share with you what method worked for my daughter and myself and how it actually ended up saving her life. Let's dive right into our options. Option number 1, the 12-step program. This option is free and is effective for thousands of people, but it's not for everyone. I found that it was not for me. I attended a meeting and I never returned. However, I have friends with children who have maintained their sobriety for years, loyal to this program. But at the only meeting I attended, I felt the program was more aimed at self-care. And as important as I know that is, I was mostly interested in how to get my daughter back before her time ran out. Option number 2, tough love. Tough love consists of cutting your loved one off from pretty much everything, and often even throwing them out of the family home. In instances where this option was chosen, it seemed to offer no help to the individual who was struggling with addiction. It did seem to keep the rest of the family intact. There is no way in this world that I could have ever thrown my beautiful daughter out the front door and locked it and turned my back on her. However, this was the option that most of my friends and some of my family had suggested. But I did not push my daughter out of my front door and lock it as they suggested, but I did distance myself from them. Option number 3, the CRAFT method. The CRAFT method, CRAFT, the initials stand for Community Reinforcement and Family Training for Addiction. This is my favorite method. Family recovery is based on your situation and your specific needs. this is the option that I chose. And I located my local recovery community organization and found the help that I so desperately needed. My daughter was living on the streets, 7 months pregnant, had not seen a doctor, and was in jail when I attended my first meeting. These organizations or centers are usually led by individuals who are in recovery. They will meet you where you are. They will not judge you. Together, we came up with a plan to get my daughter out of jail and into a treatment program for pregnant women. Today, my daughter is 2 years, 9 months, drug-free, and she made me the grandmother of the most beautiful, perfect little baby boy in the whole wide world. Recovery is possible. If any of you out there have had a positive experience with your local community recovery organizations, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about them.